was so scared.
Oh, that was great.
Nobody's gonna go with you because everybody's comfortable and we're the only one standing up.
Really, that's really the
I'm gonna put it bluntly. Now you could go down there and grab yourself a drink. Why'd you take my pillow, Charlie?
Oi, oi, oi!
Oi!
Too late. Well, we might as well continue from our last playthrough since we just like fucked up. We can crouch!
Can somebody go for it?
Not it.
No! You could have got it!
John's got immunity.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
I said first. Just don't do it. 5 seconds.
I would, but you said earlier, as soon as I got up,
I'm back.
take the seat, so I'm not getting up. Okay, I'm not seriously. Easy.
I tripped over my hand.
I thought you were gonna say I tripped over air. I was about to die and laugh. Wait, is that Ajax? Snort it! It is Ajax. Oh, God.
And close enough. Poured out on the shelf. Soft plus.
That baby's like, who the fuck am I?
Am I in a video game?
Nice!
Damn it,
I'll
Autumn.
put it back on.
I don't need it no more.
Oh, it's an emery word.
Emery board? That's what's it called? Is that blood?
A file?
Yeah, it's an emery board?
Yeah, it's an ember.
You may think it's blood, but it's actually wild color. Red, white.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah, seriously.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help?
There's a lot of the
Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. It's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked into the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy or good or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited, and the moment was gone.
Well, they're guy shorts.
They are.
I look dumb.
They are guys' shorts.
That doesn't mean I don't look dumb. Where's your phone, though?
They don't fit well in your house.
Yeah, you're right.
You got a typewriter. Enemy intelligence.
Some kind of Jewish writer.
Bravo, Charlie,
You
Charlie,
can
Joe.
do better. And my dad wrote a book, Killing a JFK.
What do you guys
Is that
Benjamin
person's-
Almonds?
The last name is Almond?
How did it? One Harbor Hill, Boone County, or
Wiring
wiring houses technically up to safety and
stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. From the usable copy without ready reader rights. The readers of home theater aficionado want to hear about the following name.
I'm done here. 0451, that's what we opened that for fuck's sake.
Watch your language.
No.
Ooh, Dad, gosh, Dad! Oh! Japan's bloody war on dolphins on a new
Moscow by night.
Love, Constitution, Mafia. New rules of love. Nah, she's never gonna go blonde again.
What'd you say? She like you. Yeah.
You're not gonna go blonde again.
Yeah, I am. No, I was gonna say she would be like, no. Yeah.
Enter coordinates. 0, 4, 5.
There, yay.
Stop.
Someone.
Alright, dear Mr. Mason, please find a list of original documented typed copy for your record. Another copy has been sent to filed at our office. Thank you for trusting our firm. Sincerely, Jeffrey Wise.
These more.
It's a will. Alright. I, Oscar Mason, possessing full confidence of mind and memory. After full survey of all that in my name, hereby declare that the following shall hold true.
Oh! You're the one calling the fucking kettle black.
I'm calling the kettle white. Call it white, idiot.
Well, because a kettle's black and a pot's black. As the saying goes, you're the pot calling the kettle black. As in, you're screaming and yelling while I was reading, but then you're gonna bitch about me talking while you're reading.
Yeah, you're right. But it's okay, we love you.
The following shall hold true of all my past.
Anyway.
I declare that I am
So-
lifelong resident of Boone County.
No way!
Pause. It says bequeath. Bequeath.
Oh yeah.
Bequeath.
If you let me get to there, I shall read it. I
Let's
declare that I have no
just
outstanding
skip
debt
there.
to my
I
name.
do hereby bequeath every
To any creditors living or dead. I do hereby bequeath every item of... God damn it, stop. Bequeath every item of value which I may die possess. What the fuck?
Hold on.
Hold up, how do I
You
make it
can't
sound
say
good?
bequeath and possessed at the same time.
Including the dwelling and surrounding acres located in Arbor Hills where the... Well, then
It's not my name, bitch.
It's not even safe anymore. It's hot.
It's not my name.
Like you can think of somebody through your mind, but you can't do it.
Are you?
Strongly urged to stay indoors and secure all windows and doors. Flood conditions are expected at lower elevations.
You know that feeling
Yes!
where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk. But sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
A person plays Street Fighter behind a 7-Eleven.
Who ate all the pizza?
She ate with my mouth.
Fuck you, whoever ate that pizza.
You grab mug. I am the mug. I am used.
This is a severe weather Northwest Weather Service reports high winds and torrential rain conditions affecting the following counties: Austin
Insert
County, Boone County, Vaughn County, Tacoma County, and Wistaria County. Flood conditions are expected at lower elevations.
Oh, well, since you're the closest, Robin, read. Read the title. I can't see it.
You are literally
Status
like
of
a
the
foot
severe
away
weather.
from
The Northwest Weather Service reports high winds and torrential rain conditions
I think
affecting
it
the
says
following counties: Austin County, Boone County, Dawn County, Tacoma County, and Wistaria County. Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors and secure all windows and doors. Flood conditions are expected at lower elevations. The Northwest Weather Service reports high winds and torrential rain conditions affecting the
Hey, you want a drink? Let me. Irish whiskey. Hey, here's your chair back. Here you go, Rose. Yeah, that's fine. Trevor? My specialty. I mean, if I was, if you want, I threw that back, okay? Dice got vodka. Triple the oh god. Where's my phone? On. Vodka.
Somehow I always knew that someday we'd be through. Now that it's happened, I just can't. You keep from feeling blue.
Hey, hey,
Can't get you off my mind.
what is this?
What am I going?
Voodoo, mildew, and shandu.
Why, Daddy, I didn't know you were.
I'm right here looking at you, honey. If it ain't me, it's my shadow.
Do you think I sent you?
I really just was getting tired of it. Anyways, who wants to read a story about the menstruation cycle? Autumn, read.
Did you say menstruation?
Menstruation. The menstrual cycle. That's off. I can't remember. Stay out. Oh my.
Here's how we go. The train.
I know
course not.
Meanwhile, these are guys.
Cat.
Me at parties. The
I
cool
don't know.
people over there.
I wanna get one, but like, I wanna get one, but I have a dog, and my baby really wants it.
Okay. In the assault by German forces, almost 70% of the people in Homeland are arrested, killed, cut down, time, forced out, tunneled in a half destroyed church. He is blind, his legs are missing, he vanished, tunnel basement. ASPK, they must do immediate correction. 2 weeks later, boarding school was considered overnight. SS giving up for rations to keep boys alive, but at the end, nothing was saved. The lines in the bridge were not used for communication or food. That's about surprise. Check out the line. All things ready. Very fine. Another home for some stuff. One. Prostitute man. Travel the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. Hear me! Woo! This is not fun. Oh, the place are.
No, they're another cat.
Okay, I think we're done in here. Back to this order. The Dave Rubik. Can you want to do Oh. Hey, Lonnie, so if you wanted to come over to my house, go with us to another boy I can drive. It's 24 hours to drive for 1 2, so hopefully that's fine. Right back at the end of my locker. Still not too late.
That's what I read.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
It's just positive tension.
It's trying to tell a story, but we're telling it wrong.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
Okay. This is our uncle, apparently. Oscar Mason, 60 of Boone County, 19th.
The rest of his diet? The rest of his... the rest of his diet?
I know. Explain to me what little things trigger. Families are in pharmacy at Boone County. Seldom seen a home
You know, I can't see. How about you just hand it to me?
Oh, rattle your potty mouth. I could not read that.
Well, that's crazy.
Ah!
Hey, can you please me?
No, I didn't.
I can't see.
What? No, it is.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
You don't know who Willie Nelson is? I don't remember. Get out of your own room.
Feeling like downhill
about cherry coke. Senior. Chill. What is that? Ha! Put it in my wallet. Nobody's here. Otherwise, we would be meeting guys. Monday, August 1st is National Why would you have two grown people at the toilet? You alright there? Stop. That was bad.
Oh god. Oh, wait, secrets.
Wait, what is it?
Secrets.
What is it? Is that a false scanner?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. It looks like one of those 80s dads would have. Kind of like
What in the fuck are these?
MC Hammer guns.
Apparently they are high-grade writing machines. Guaranteed it.
They are MC Hammer pants. I would pull up a picture of MC Hammer. His pants.
What those say? High-grade writing machines.
Those are kind of pants into there. Watch.
MC Hammer, what are you using?
Autumn, I don't want to talk to you. If I did, I would. Clearly, I don't want to talk about it.
They exist. And whoever shall shall not perish.
That's so
But
cool,
have
like, you're all in the middle of a dark
everlasting
fucking room.
How do you
and
know
we're all
that,
fucking
John?
I used to be. Believe it or not. Back before the war.
No, those are parachutes.
There. Riding breeches.
Those are parachute pants. Note the difference. Riding bridges only cover are only the thing. The rest is thin.
Okay, whatever. Look at those.
There we go.
That looks like 3 diapers are full. You just like put them in those. What?
Here. We have one person watching, but I'm not sure if he or she is on.
Are you here for background noise, please?
Right now,
Because if so, we're up there on the screen. Do you mind?
really? Here.
Ooh, Ouija board!
Ouija!
I've actually never
Ouija!
fun to play with, not to eat.
Who are you?
Oscar De La Hoya! What do you want? To come back!
Oscar clearly had a stroke in the afterlife.
To come back! Ah! He just kind of like, no, he sneezed and then he like lost his concentration. He was like, to come back. Who are you?
No, wait. That's the Oscar we were reading about. The one who owned this house.
Hello. Who are you? It's Oscar. I was coming by. Katie, Mom and Dad were going to make up the guest room for you to stay in over the summer, but you came home on such short notice that they weren't around it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore. Max.
You're so nasty.
Just like too much.
Back, and the woman says she likes dyslexic bars, and then the button says punch. Here it comes. OMG, I love the stream so much. You guys are perfect. This is Roxy and Oliver. So cool. K-Pie. And then I left.
Wait, the three people. Are you okay?
No. I'm dying.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like
Oh
when
my
Lonnie asked me to
God.
see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after.
We gotta
That's a lie to Mom and Dad's situation.
You know.
But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
No.
Now! They're right there! Yes! Where are the minions?
Oh, we got 5. Woo!
We might. I don't know. I reckon a second.
Y'all are welcome. Wow!
This game is orgasmic. I only tried the skills for a healthful life.
What is wrong with their legs?
Woo!
Who else can do that? Raise your hand. Heavens to Betsy. Skibbity boppity boppity bop.
Calm down. Don't look here. You're in for a bad time. Stop doing that. Please stop doing that.
Hello to our viewers. My name's John.
No.
Okay.
Shut up.
Then John Wine.
Wow, shit.
Nope.
I will kick you in the fucking dick.
Kick me in the dick. That's oddly specific.
Dan. Kitty.
The fact that you call, go first, medium one.
That was me. I keep on coming in and out of the stream, deleting comments.
Just stay in there and just leave random fucking comments. I don't know why you would do that in the game. That makes no fucking sense. But okay, I don't care. John said neo-Nazi. That's actually true. Captain Allegra and the first mate.
I thought that said Captain Allergies.
Captain Allegra.
Captain Allergies and the Leafs next man.
Oh. Let's see. I guess I have to get dark room. John, you still fucking sound, I think.
Totally not clickbait or anything.
More big panels!
Private, do not read. Well, good thing I'm a soldier, not private.
What?
I said auto me twat waffle.
Why?
Cause I can.
I swear to God, this gets like
It's a twat waffle.
reported. I swear to God, someone's gonna report that.
It's a vagina waffle.
We lost 2 people.
If I look at y'all know what y'all are missing out on.
John say,
Neo-Nazi.
hi, Ross.
Hi, Mom.
We're probably missing a bunch of journals.
That's why I said we're missing a bunch of Germans. How many are we missing?
Wait, how do you?
9!
How do you get on here?
You go to youtube.com.
Look for one with the Markiplier.
Yep. And then
0. I think it was like 5, 0. Yeah!
shotgun.
Oh.
How do you spell that?
Lonnie.
It's Lonnie.
Lonnie came over today. But everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair. She wouldn't look at me.
Come on, y'all.
Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think. But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say. But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
Cat. Cat. She's like, I'll make you as soon as Autumn moves away from the TV.
Roxy, how you so phased?
Phase like the sniper clan phase, or like
E-H-A-S-E.
yeah. That was sort of thing.
Sniper clan phase? What?
Is that a serious brand of metal? No, the guy in the bathroom. colonies at 13,950. 13,950. Goddamn. Oh, this is heavy. Alright.
What was the map? What were they doing last?
It was like, they asked how many stars were on the U.S. flag, and then this one, the woman went, well, shoot, we got 13 colonies at 13,950. And then there was a big X, and went, and then she went 13,950. Goddamn, 47. And then it showed, what's his name? The actor laughing, like the like red face squeezing laugh. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, Misfits! Yes! But,
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous? After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
pull that string. Oh, we have two people. Shut up. Shut up.
Not a big mom.
There it is.
Read.
Oh, gentlemen,
Is that the Monopoly guy?
let's read the paragraph and see what happens. No, it's Thanksgiving. It's all about Thanksgiving.
Can't you tell me that?
It's different now. I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around, well, you know. So you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone, we say I love you.
Let's look at our soul of diamonds. Dimensional cycle of fertility. John Pineapple's too bad.
That's the name that
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
Oh. Read quickly.
Can't read that.
It's the wrong.
What are we supposed to be reading quickly?
One. Okay, here we go.
Me?
No,
You
somebody.
gotta read it quickly, like skim over
It's like
it.
scrubs.
See, that's why. Like,
No, I'll actually go back and What was the stop? Oh, cracks! Shut up, okay? It's not my fault I'm stupid. Goddamn, make me smart. Can you read it? Or are the cracks in the way too?
Oh, kissing and the bottom. Like, it's kissing.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Terrorist! All the terrorists!
You have a team name? Do you have an E? Do you have an R?
Maybe.
You know what that also has? T-E-R at the beginning? Terrorist!
We're loud, proud, obnoxious, and we don't get two shits. I don't want to sleep here.
I honestly don't blame her because that bed is comfortable as hell.
But I'm not gonna lie, that bed is comfortable.
Like, last time I came over here, I laid down, I put on my headphones, and I was out in like 3 minutes.
I was in like John.
Then he said he found evil with him and he died, and he turns around, from what he told me, and he just said, John. Because my face was in the pillow.
I'm sitting there like, okay, what the fuck, dude? I get it. Oh my god, plants! Get up.
I'll squeeze you too, bud.
You're gonna have a bad time.
Daniel finally came over to get his game. I'd been dreading it. But he brought this story with him that I wrote when we were little. I started reading it, and then there I was, crying at the kitchen table. He asked what was wrong, and I was thinking about how we used to be friends, how much I'd taken for granted. But instead, I told him about school, and Dad, and Lonnie. And then how sorry I was that I wasn't his friend anymore. He gave me a hug and said it was going to be okay. And for some reason, I almost believed him.
There's something up there. In numbers. That knocked it further onto the wood. Oh my god, I'm done. Drugs. You're gonna have a bad time. You literally just got into that seat. I don't.
Earlier you like threw your body slammed auto when she messed up your bed. So I want you to strain yourself more than you did that. What is this? Huh? Oh, I thought this was a stack of pillows and blankets. I'm like, what's wrong with it? How long is it left?
Here,
Wait, you don't have another stack of pillows and blankets?
John, come here.
I could be like you, just sit in like the most uncomfortable place that would give you the most pain.
Alright, do it. Come on.
I don't have to. All I gotta do is put my elbows down on your leg.
Ah, let me just give a demonstration.
No! Go away!
Where? Oh, they're hanging on the garbage. Yep. You never said you were gonna fix them.
I didn't say I was gonna catch you.
Oh, we all know that.
By the way, your grandmother got on me about being quiet, so be quiet.
Be very quiet. Oh, there's a note. Oh, it's a Lonnie note. I can't really read it. It's on Mauricio? Yes. Dishwasher? Yes.
Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
person in the middle? No. Because she's laying on the edge of the bed.
No, she's not.
Not about to move.
I am.
I think Roxy has a majority rule because she's the only one.
I gave you the chair. The least you can do is let me breathe. And get off the bed.
Watch your now, bitch. Phase the rug. I'm sorry, did I miss something? Okay, I can't read that. You're ruining the phone. In all seriousness, you're ruining their flow. Ah! And I know I'm gonna their flow. Their flow.
Katie, you know how Mom and Dad are. Not exactly super open-minded about things. It feels like every minute I don't spend with Lonnie, I spend worrying about them finding out about us. And what would happen if they did? You know Dad's joke about the nunnery that he'd tell whenever he brought boys around the old house? I wonder where he'd want to send me.
At least 2 years ago. Sorry, what am I doing? Ah, correct.
I want to lay down outside.
You
We
would.
did that one time. Sorry.
No, Trevor.
Jim, this is your thing.
No, my short arms couldn't reach my phone. Please. She turned off my music. I'll be quiet if I can get my music. I'm not good with all this music.
Those aren't even my sodas. You got a hot chick right next to you. You don't need music.
You need music.
What's both of there? Stop shushing each other. No. 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 Okay. I'm telling you to stop shushing each other. Quiet.
asked Lonnie what she had to do to get ready to ship out for basic training. She said, not a lot, really. You're not allowed to bring anything with you. You have no possessions, no contact with the outside world while you're in basic. You just train hard every day, and then you deploy from there. So, they'll just send her away. To who knows where. The other side of the country? The other side of the world? My mind, can't process it. She's really going to be gone. Just gone.
Look out. Dishwasher? Yes. Wait. Yes, we did it. Let's take Bubsy. Yeah, let's take Bubsy here. Yep. Yeah, royalty-free Bubsy. And actually, same on the cartridge. Still. Dishwasher? Yes. There was a truck before, but we didn't laugh. It's our personal issue. There's one. Thanks. No notes in the freezer. No notes in the freezer. Postcard is extremely messed up. I can't read it. Something. Boone County, Oregon, 1 Arbor Hill, Boone County, Oregon, 97141, United States. No, it's a zip code. It's not any code, it's the zip code.
full time. Oh, you mean this time? Part of a bag of potato chips. Potato chips. Suck. I wish I could print. Damn it, cat. Why are you gnawing at the rug? Gnawing at the rug. That's our new band name. Gnawing at the rug. Damn pizza bun. Dr. Shitters. Off-brand Dr. Pepper. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna calm down with that. I mean, I'm allowing sex in here, but just simmer. Yeah, I'm allowing sex in here, but not during a stream.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried. And she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up. And I was finally alone. The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait. Oh my God. Katie. I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the third one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the Army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us." And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
And it's over.
For real?
Yeah.
Katie, I'm so sorry
I'm not kidding with you.
that I can't be there to see you in person. That I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me. And you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again someday. Love, Sam.
Suck it. And so is Batmobile.
That was a good game.
That was actually really good. Like, do you want to do like final notes since we're still on air?
No.
It was
No.
it was sad but good.
It's so sad.
Sad but good. It's,
Okay.
It's kind of like that game Heavy Rain. Sad but good.
Yeah. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe, you know the drill. You've heard us on every other YouTube channel, so bye.
I'm not crying, I swear.
Yeah, sure.